Hello everyone, in this video we're going to talk about parallel and perpendicular lines. Now we need to understand opposite reciprocals. So what does it mean? For example, I have number 3. Now opposite of number 3 which means negative 3. Now you take reciprocal of negative 3. Now if you don't have denominator, you put 1 right here. Now reciprocal of negative 3, which means you flip this one. So it turns out to be negative 1/3. Alright, so number 3 and negative 1/3 right here, they are called opposite reciprocal. Alright, now let's take a look at another example. For example, I have negative 2/5. Alright, now I need to take opposite of negative 2/5, which means 2/5. Alright, now I need to take reciprocal of 2/5. It turned out to be 5/2. Alright, now this guy and this guy are opposite reciprocal. Okay, let's check. 3 and negative 1/3, they are opposite reciprocal. We're going to check to see if 3 times negative 1/3 equal negative 1. Right, so we just cancel out this one. Right, the answer must be negative 1 right here. Now let's check the second one right here. We have negative 2/5 times 5/2. Now 2 and 2 right here cancel out. 5 and 5 right here cancel out. The answer must be negative 1. So that's right. Alright, now we're going to move on to the next one. Parallel lines. If two lines are considered parallel, they never intersect, and they must have the same slope and different y-intercept. Okay, let's take a look at the example. Alright, y equal 2s plus 3. Y equal 2s minus 3. Now you look at this slope right here. Because two lines have the same slope, and then this line and this line must be parallel. Since they have different y-intercept, this is 3, this is negative 3. Alright, so they are parallel. Alright, let's check. We bring up the calculator. Y equal 2s plus 3. Now the second one, 2s minus 3. And you hit graph. Yes, they parallel. Now keep in mind, the y-intercept must be different. If the y-intercept are the same, and then they are overlapping, they are not parallel anymore. For example, y equal 2s plus 3. And then the second one, y equal 2s plus 3. If you graph them, they will be overlapping. So look. 2s plus 3, the second one, 2s plus 3. Now hit graph, they overlapping. See? Okay. Next one, perpendicular lines. Two lines are considered perpendicular if the product of their slopes equal negative 1. Or, in other words, their slope will be opposite reciprocal. Okay, so let's take a look at the next example. So we have the first line, y equal 2s minus 3. Second line, y equal negative 1/2 s plus 3. Now we check their slope to see if their slope opposite reciprocal. Alright, you see the first slope is going to be 2. The second slope is going to be negative 1/2. Negative 1/2. Now, you're going to multiply this one. This guy and this guy cancel out, the answer negative 1. Yes. So because their slope product equal negative 1, then these two lines are perpendicular. Perpendicular, which means they make a right angle. Alright. Second example. Y equal negative 2/5 s plus 1. Y equal 5/2 s minus 1. Now we're going to check that slope right here. Alright, we're going to multiply these two slopes right here to see if it's equal negative 1. So we have negative 2/5 times 5 over 2. This guy cancel out, this guy cancel out. We only have negative. So it's going to be negative 1. Yes. So this line and this line perpendicular. Okay. We're going to use a calculator to check our work. Now, y equal negative 2/5 s plus 1. Now second one, 5 over 2 s minus 1. And you hit graph. Yes, they're perpendicular. They make the right angle. Alright. Now let's take a look at the first example right here. Write an equation of a parallel line. Okay. A line passes through this point 12, 5 and is parallel to the graph right here. What equation represents the line in slope-intercept form? So you know that the slope-intercept form is going to be y equal ms plus b. Now, your goal is to find the slope m and y-intercept b. This is our goal. Slope and y-intercept. Alright, now since this line right here, this is what we need to find. We call this line D. Line D parallel to this line. Right, this guy and this guy parallel. So because two lines parallel, they have the same slope. So the slope of the line D right here, M. The slope of this line is 2/3. So I have M equal 2/3. Now I need to find the y-intercept. So m equal 2/3. I substitute back into this equation. So I have y equal 2/3 times s plus b. Now I need to find y-intercept. I know that because the line right here, line D right here, passes through this point. This point means s equal 12 and y equal 5. Alright, so I have s equal 12, y equal 5. Now I print it over here. So I have what? 5 equal 2/3 times 12 plus b. Now I need to solve for b. So I have 12 right here, 3 right here, cancel out. I have 4 left right here. Alright, so 5 equal 2 times 4. It can be 8 plus b. So b equal negative 3. Now I have b equal negative 3. I print it back over here and I get the answer. So the answer must be y equal 2/3 s minus 3. Done. Alright. Let's move on to the second example. Classifying the lines. Now add the graphs of 4y equal negative 5s plus 12 and y equal 4/5 s minus 8 parallel, perpendicular, or neither. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. This one right here. We need to find the slope. In order to find the slope, you need to convert it to slope-intercept form. So I have 4y right there. 4y equal negative 5s plus 12. Now I need to divide both sides by 4. Alright, so divide this guy by 4, this guy by 4, and this guy by 4. So I have what? Y equal negative 5 over 4s plus 3. Alright, now the second line is going to be right here. I write it over here. Y equal 4 over 5s minus 8. I know that these two lines have different slope. Alright, so they will not be parallel for sure. Now I'm going to check to see if they're perpendicular. So in order to do that, I just take negative 5 over 4. So the slope negative 5 over 4. I'm going to multiply by this slope right here, 4 over 5. I'm going to check to see if the product equal negative 1. So this guy cancel out. This guy cancel out. I have negative 1 left right here. Negative 1. So these two lines right here, perpendicular. Okay, so the answer is perpendicular. Let's move on to example number 3. Writing an equation of a perpendicular line. Which equation represents the line that passes through the point right here and perpendicular to the graph y equal 1/3 x minus 1. Alright, so I just write the line is going to be slope intercept from y equal ms plus b. Now goal is you need to find slope m and y-intercept b equal how much? So two lines perpendicular if their slope are opposite reciprocal. Alright, so you see that the slope of this guy is going to be 1/3. Now you need to find opposite reciprocal of 1/3. So you need to go step by step. Opposite of 1/3 is going to be negative 1/3. Now reciprocal of negative 1/3, you just flip it. Okay, it turns out to be negative 3 over 1. Negative 3 over 1, which means negative 3. Now the new slope is going to be right here. So this is my m. Alright, so I substitute into this equation right here. I have y equal negative 3s plus b. Alright, next one, I look at the second information right here. Because this line right here passes through the point 2 and 4, which is s equal 2, y equal 4. I print it over here. So y, I put 4 equal negative 3 times s equal 2 plus b. Now I solve for b. So it can be 4 equal negative 6 plus b. I add 6 both sides, so b equal 10. Alright, b equal 10, I print it back over here and I get the final answer. Y equal negative 3s plus 10. I'm done. Now let's move on to the practice. Now question number 1. Find the slope of a line that parallel to the line that passes through this point and this point. Alright, so first you need to find the slope of this line right here. Alright, so because this line passes through 2 points, you have 2 different ways to do it. First, you need to create a table. S, Y. Now, S right here, this is negative 2. Y equals 0. Second one, S equals 0. Y equals 4. Now, you need to find the change in Y. The change in Y, in order to get 4 from 0, you add 4. In order to get 0 from negative 2, you add 2. Now you take change in y divided by change in s, so the slope should be 4 divided by 2. It's going to be 2. Now second way to do it, you use the slope formula. M equals y2 minus y1 over s2 minus s1. Now you just name the points right here. This is s1, y1. This guy s2, and then y2. Now you substitute value over here. y2 equal 4. Minus y1 is going to be 0 right here. Over s2 is going to be 0. Minus s1 is going to be negative 2. So don't forget the negative side right here. Alright, next one, 4 minus 0 is going to be 4. 0 minus negative 2, it should be plus 2. Two negative signs next to each other turns out to be positive. So the answer is 2. Done. So you know that the slope of the line right here equals 2. Now, you need to find the slope of this line right here. Because this line and this line parallel, I call this D1. I call this D2. D2 got the slope 2 right here. the slope of D2 equal 2. Now, D1 parallel to D2, so the slope of D1 must be equal 2. So keep that in mind, the answer is 2. Now, question number 2 right here. Find the equation of the line in slope-intercept form that goes through -6, 4 and is parallel to this line. Alright, so I call the slope-intercept form, I call the line D. The slope-intercept form y equal ms plus b. Now, our goal is same thing, right? You need to find slope m and then y-intercept b. Now, because the line D right here parallel to y equal -1/2 s plus 2, right? So D right here parallel to the line y equal -1/2 s plus 2. And you know that if two lines parallel, their slopes should be the same. So you just equate this one. This guy and this guy must be the same. So m equal -1/2. Alright. So because m equal -1/2, substitute back over here. You have equation y equal -1/2 s plus b. Now we need to solve for b. Now there is information that you haven't used, which is -6 and 4 right here. Because this line right here, this guy right here, passes through this point. So which is, this is s, and this is y. Alright, you substitute this guy, s equal -6, y equal 4. Substitute into this equation and you solve for b. So I have y equal 4 equal -1/2 times -6 plus b. Alright. Negative and negative, it should be positive. Right? 6 divided by 2, it could be 3. 4 equal 3 plus b. Now b equal 1. Alright, so you have b equal 1. You substitute back into this equation right here. And you get the final answer. Y equal -1/2 s plus 1. Let's move on to number 6. Find the slope of a line perpendicular to the line that passes through the point right here and this point right here in slope-intercept form. Alright, so I call the slope-intercept form Alright, so I call y equal ms plus b. Same thing. Our goal is you need to find m and b. Now you need to use the information right here. So you see 2 points, you create a table s and y. S equal 5, y equal 2, s equal 8, y equal -1. You need to find the slope. So in order to get -1 from 2, you need to subtract 3. In order to get 8 from 5, you need to add 3. Now the slope is going to be change in y, which is -3, divided by change in s, which is 3. And slope should be -1. Alright, so I get m equal -1. Now, since the question asks you to find the slope of a line perpendicular to this one, so the slope of the line that's perpendicular to this line right here. Okay, so this line right here, you have slope equal to -1. Now you need to find new slope is opposite reciprocal of this one because two lines are perpendicular. So opposite of -1 is going to be 1. Reciprocal of 1 is equal 1. So new slope should be 1. This is the final answer. Alright, move on to number 7. Write the equation of a line that's perpendicular to this line right here. Alright, in point slope form. Alright, so you know that point slope form is going to be y minus y1 equal m times s minus s1. Alright, so given point slope form, our goal is you need to find s1, y1, which is the point that the line passes through. Second one, you need to find the slope, because the equation of the line right here perpendicular to this line right here. So if two lines are perpendicular, their slope should be opposite reciprocal. So you know that the slope of this guy is negative 2/5. Negative 2/5. Now you need to take opposite of negative 2/5, which means 2/5. Now reciprocal of 2/5, which means 5/2. So 5/2 is the slope m right here. Alright. Next one. Because this line right here, I call the line D right here. Look, pass it through the point right here. Negative 5, negative 3. Which means s1 equal negative 5. y1 equal negative 3. You substitute into this equation. Alright, so s1 is going to be negative 5. y1 is going to be negative 3. And the slope equal 5/2. Alright, you bring everything into this equation, so you have the final answer. So y minus y1 which is negative 3. So minus negative 3, it turns out to be plus 3. Equal, the slope is going to be 5/2 times s minus s1 equal negative 5. So minus negative 5, which means plus 5. And this is the final answer. You don't need to simplify, because the question asks you to write the equation in point slope form, and this is point slope form. Alright, let's move on to number 13 right here. Write the equation of the line that is horizontal and goes through this point, negative 4 and negative 8. Alright, so you look at the Christmas tree trick right here. Horizontal line, which is this one right here. This horizontal line. Alright, so horizontal line, the equation should be y equal y-intercept. Alright, horizontal. Y equal y-intercept. That is the answer. Now, because the line passes through this point, so you only look at the y value. My y value right here, negative 8. So the equation must be y equal negative 8. And that's it. Alright, number 14. Write the equation of the line that is vertical. Okay, so vertical. And goes through negative 2, 7. So vertical, here's the trick right here. Christmas tree, really helpful, guys. So this is a vertical line. The equation s equal s-intercept. Alright, so s equal s-intercept. Now, s equal, because the line passes through this point, so because s equal s-intercept, you only look at the s value, negative 2. So s equal negative 2. This is the final answer. Alright, let's move on to number 15. Write the equation of each line. Number 15 right here is going to be opposite to number 13 and number 14. Alright, so number 15. Equation of each line. You see the vertical line right here? Vertical line, s equal s-intercept. S-intercept right here is going to be how much? Negative 4. Negative 4. So s equal s-intercept. So the answer for this one should be s equal negative 4. Now look at the horizontal line right here. We have this horizontal line right here. Y equal y-intercept. Y-intercept right here. Negative 3. So the equation should be y equal negative 3. And that's it. And it's a good time to stop. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember that if you failing to prepare, you're preparing to fail.
We rise like chemicals that take us higher. The night's young and it's just begun as she puts her hand in mine.